10-4, everybody. Today is October 4th. 10-4, everybody. I want to tell you a story of the corruption that's going on. And this corruption is going on with the pharmaceuticals and LA and the Anthem Blue Cross insurance. And so I've been trying to get this brand name medicine called Bactrim, which works really well. It'll take a pox and it'll take an infection and it will shrink it and shrink it and shrink it until, you know, it's like so small that you can actually peel off the scab. And so what they're doing now is that there is competition between Sun Pharmaceuticals Inc. and Aurobindo Pharmacies, you know. So I believe Sun Pharmaceuticals Inc. might be from the South China Sea or the Philippines. I think like Aurobindo might be like Arab and like India, you know, from Asia. And I think that Sun Pharmaceuticals Inc. might be like Filipino and South China Sea, you know. So when I go to the CVS at 2505 and I give them the NDC for basically generic Bactrim, but it's really brand name Bactrim by Aurobindo, they're giving me the version from Sun Pharmaceuticals Inc. Now, in some of my spots, I have various infections that I have contracted on the beach and also from clothing that was given to me at food pantries. And so what's going on here is that I went to the doctor, and the doctor sent an order to the CVS. And the CVS said that we don't have this drug in stock because it's like a brand name drug and they sell it for like $1,000 a bottle or more. So they sent the order to the 2505 Santa Monica Boulevard CVS, which is like the hitman CVS. You know, they have like one CVS location that's committing the crime. You know, no other CVS wants to commit the crime, but that particular location at 2505 Santa Monica Boulevard, that particular location has already been busted between Caremark and CVS, and there's been already lawsuits with Caremark. And so that particular location already has prior convictions, and you know, and they might be repeat offenders because what they did is they took the Sun Pharmaceuticals Inc. version of Bactrim, which is really doxycycline and cephalexin, which is really bad for aneurysms and bleeding ulcers. You know, it causes an aneurysm to explode. You can die from it. And the Aurobindo version of the generic Bactrim, you know, it's much better because it's more like zinc or magnesium. It dries it up. It's a completely different drug, you know. So if you go to like the Franklin location, if you go to a different location, CVS, they don't want to give you the brand name, so they'll transfer the drug to the 2505. And the 2505 Santa Monica Boulevard will give you the Sun Pharmaceuticals Inc. version of it. They'll give you doxycycline and cephalexin instead of Bactrim. And this is how they're making their money. This is the corruption that's going on. So I called the LA Care. And LA Care is another fraud insurance company because this is Anthem Blue Cross under the umbrella of LA Care. But then I found out that LA Care has an HMO, and that HMO is equivalent to the real Anthem Blue Cross or Aetna, because I found out that GAVIN NEWSOM, or whoever was the governor at the time, you know, this is like during the times of Hillary Clinton, with she was managing HIPAA and she was managing healthcare for everybody. You know, healthcare, and if you can't afford it, they're supposed to give you the medicine for free because you have to survive. And so what's going on here is that Sacramento County has the ability. If you're on Medi-Cal, you have the ability to get Aetna. You have the ability to sign up for. In covered California, you have the ability to sign up for Anthem Blue Cross or Blue Shield. But if you're in LA County, you cannot sign up for Anthem, the real Anthem Blue Cross. You have to sign up to LA Care version of Anthem, which is like all out of network and fraud. And on top of that, they have an HMO called HMO D SNAP, HMO-D, that's SNP, which allows me to get over-the-counter drugs, allows me to get a nutritional, you know, it's sort of like a CalFresh under Medi-Cal. So if I don't have enough money on cow fresh, and I'm only getting $281, and I'm on a special diet, I can go through the LA Care HMO-D-SMP, and that particular HMO will cover transportation. It will cover like sweatpants for bandages. It will cover over-the-counter drugs. It will cover a special nutritional diet where I have to get antibiotic and I have to get probiotic, because I'm living now on probiotic. I'm on antibiotic all the time. And so when I go to 99 cent store, I'm like living on probiotic. And believe it or not, like the probiotic is almost better than any medicine that you can get at the CVS. Like that probiotic at 99 cent store, if you take it every day, is really good stuff. Probiotic, it's called. So that's it. You know, that's what I'm telling you. 10-4, good buddy. There should be like a pharmacy police, or somebody should be like a whistleblower and complaint, because they have the 2505 Santa Monica Boulevard with prior convictions and now current convictions, because they keep committing the same crime. They're making buku bucks. They're making like so much money. They're making buku bucks because they're selling you Sun Pharmaceuticals, doxycycline and cephalexin that causes an aneurysm to explode. And you don't want this. Nobody wants this, but they're just like getting rid of this inventory because Sun Pharmaceuticals Inc. is giving them a kickback, you know, because it's like Korea, you know. The Sun Pharmaceuticals version of Bactrim is made in Korea and is made in South China Sea in the Philippines that we're at war with. And so like this is biological germ warfare, you know, drug warfare. And the correct version of the Bactrim is coming from Aurobindo. So they will not give you the Aurobindo because it's probably selling for like $1,000 a bottle, and you can go there and beg. They're not going to give it to you. They're going to give you doxycycline and cephalexin. They're not going to give you the real Bactrim. And so I was lucky because they gave me a bottle. You know, I went for a tetanus shot, and they gave me like a little pinch of water. They put like a little drop of water in the tetanus shot, and they just like put the needle in me. It was like a little drop of water that went in me. And then they gave me a bottle full of 20 pills, but it was more than double strength. It was like quadruple strength or like 5 times strength. And it was like each pill was like a tetanus shot. So I had 20 pills. I had 20 tetanus shots in a bottle. And I took one of those pills and I started getting pins and needles all over my body. I had to stay up all night. It's called Night at the Museum. And I made the mistake of taking 2 of those pills the first time. So like taking 2 tetanus shots. And I started getting lumps and bumps on my arms and lumps and bumps on my hips and everything. I thought I was going to die. You know, and I had some spots that are like bleeding ulcers. I thought the aneurysm wasn't going to explode, man. I was like even afraid to touch it. It was like exploding. So that's what they did. They gave me like a bottle full of like 20 tetanus shots. Each pill was like tetanus shots trying to kill me. And that's what they're doing. They're giving you some pharmaceuticals instead of Bactrim with a generic name, and they have like a -E-10. And one version of it is doxycycline, which will let an aneurysm explode. Another version of it is like the real Bactrim that shrinks it. They're trying to kill you. This is Lincoln Boulevard and Santa Monica Boulevard.